Are you feeling overwhelmed by your work, that it's squeezing the life out of your life? Do you often find yourself staring blankly at your computer screen, mind worrying with a million to-dos, yet unable to tick off even one? If you've nodded along, then you're in the right place. We're here to talk about work-life balance, a topic that seems elusive to many. And why is this balance so important, you may ask? Well, it's because when work starts to dominate, it can lead to burnout, stress, even health problems. A good work-life balance improves productivity, boosts mental well-being, and simply helps you enjoy life more. So, stick with us as we delve into 15 essential tips to help you strike that perfect work-life balance. Tip number 1. Prioritize your time. Easier said than done. Well, think of it this way. Your time is like a jar. You can fill it with rocks, pebbles, and sand. Rocks, they're your big tasks, your top priorities. Pebbles or smaller tasks are still important, but not as crucial. And sand fills in the gaps, the tiny stuff. Some emails, errands, that kind of thing. What happens if you start with sand, then pebbles, and try to fit in rocks last? It won't work. But start with rocks, add pebbles, and pour in the sand last, and everything will fit. That's prioritizing. You'll find you can manage your time more efficiently this way, allowing you to clock out when you need to and not bring work home. Remember, work smart, not hard. Tip number 2. Learn to say no. Yes, you heard that right. No. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating for you to start refusing every task that comes your way. But it's important to recognize your limits. Understand that you're not a superhero. You're human, and there's only so much you can handle. Ever heard of the phrase, spread too thin? That's what happens when you take on too much. Your energy and focus get divided and diluted. And the result? Mediocre work, stress, burnout. Not a pretty picture. So, what's the solution? Be mindful of your capacity. When your plate's already full, it's okay to say no to additional tasks. It's not about being difficult. It's about setting boundaries, prioritizing your mental health. And in the long run, you'll be more productive, and your work quality will thank you for it. Remember, no is not a bad word. It's a tool for self-preservation. Tip number 3. Delegate effectively. Ever felt like you're drowning in tasks? We've all been there. Remember, we don't have to do it all alone. We have team members, colleagues, and people who can share the load. That's where delegation comes in. Think of it like this: you're a conductor, and your team is the orchestra. Each member has a role to play, an instrument to master. As the conductor, your job is to ensure everyone plays their part well, not to play all the instruments yourself. Delegating doesn't mean you're shirking responsibility. It's about maximizing the strengths of your team. It's about trust. It's about letting go of the reins a bit, so you can focus on what truly needs your attention. And the result? A more efficient team, less stress for you, and a better work-life balance. So, don't shy away from passing the baton when you need to. Remember, it's a relay, not a solo race. Tip number 4. Utilize technology. Now you might be thinking, tech is what keeps me tied to work. And yes, you're not wrong. But just as fire can burn or cook, technology too can enslave or liberate. It's all about how you use it. Think about it: apps to manage tasks, reminders to keep you on track, video conferencing to work remotely, and automation tools to handle repetitive tasks. Tech can be a lifesaver if used right. So do some digging and find tools that can help streamline your workflow. Get familiar with productivity apps and set boundaries though. Designate tech-free times. Remember, the idea is to control technology, not let it control you. Properly harnessed, technology can become your ally in achieving work-life balance. It can help you work smarter, not harder, freeing up more time for your life. Tip number 6. Exercise regularly. Exercise isn't just about getting those abs or running a marathon. It's about maintaining a healthy body, yes, but also a healthy mind. When you're physically active, your body releases endorphins. They're your brain's feel-good neurotransmitters, like a natural high. Plus, exercise can help clear your mind, reduce stress, and improve sleep. And no, you don't need to hit the gym for 2 hours every day. A brisk walk during lunch, a quick yoga session in the morning, a dance off with your kids or pets, it all counts. The key is consistency. Make it a habit. Your body, your mind, and your work-life balance will thank you for it. Tip number 7. Maintain a healthy diet. I know it sounds a bit cliché, but you'd be surprised how much of a difference it can make. You see, what you feed your body affects not just your physical health, but your mental well-being too. Ever had a sugar crash after a donut binge? That sluggish feeling is not really helpful for productivity. But a balanced diet can help maintain stable energy levels, improve concentration, and reduce mood swings. Quite a power-up for work and life. And no, you don't have to go all kale and quinoa. The key is moderation, a bit of everything. Fruits, veggies, proteins, carbs. And yes, the occasional treat is allowed. You're not a robot, after all. So, fuel up wisely. Your body, mind, and work-life balance will be better for it. Tip number 8. Make time for leisure activities. Now, this might seem frivolous. Who has time for fun when there's so much work, you might ask? But let me tell you something, leisure isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Think about it. How do you feel when you're engrossed in a good book? Or when you're strumming a guitar, painting a picture, playing a game? You'll feel relaxed, happy, and refreshed. Leisure activities give your mind a break from work, a chance to relax and recharge. They can boost your creativity, improve your mood, and even make you more productive when you get back to work. And no, you don't need to climb mountains or write novels. Simple things work too. A walk in the park, a coffee with friends, a movie night. Whatever brings you joy. So go ahead and indulge in some time for yourself. Your work-life balance will thank you for it. Tip number 9. Establish a regular sleep routine. Sleep isn't just a time out from the world. It's your body's maintenance period. It's when your brain consolidates memories, your cells repair themselves, and your body recharges for the next day. Skipping on sleep is like skipping on maintenance. And we all know what happens to machines that aren't maintained. So, try to establish a regular sleep routine. Go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time. And yes, even on weekends. Your body thrives on routine. It'll help regulate your internal clock and improve the quality of your sleep. And guess what? Better sleep equals better mood, better concentration, better productivity, and a better work-life balance. So be sure to get proper sleep. Tip number 10. Seek professional help if needed. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, things can get overwhelming. The stress piles up. Work-life balance seems like a distant dream. And it's okay, we're human, and we have limits. In such times, it's important to reach out for help. Talk to a counselor, consult a life coach, and seek advice from a mentor. There's no shame in it, quite the opposite. It takes courage to admit that you need help. These professionals can provide fresh insights, practical strategies, and the support you need to navigate through tough times. They can help you regain your balance and find your footing again. So, remember, you're not alone in this journey. Reach out and ask for help if you need it. Your mental health is important, and it's the foundation of a good work-life balance. Tip number 11. Cultivate a positive work environment. I know it sounds like a task for the management and not yourself. You see, it's not just about having the snazziest break room or the latest espresso machine. It's not the swivel chairs or the standing desks. It's about cultivating an atmosphere that's brimming with respect, team spirit, and a sense of community. It's about fostering a work climate that's conducive to not just productivity, but also well-being and job satisfaction. Think of a negative work environment like a never-ending traffic jam, frustrating, draining, and utterly unproductive. A major roadblock to work-life balance. In contrast, a positive work environment? Imagine it as a smooth highway drive on a sunny day, energizing, efficient, and even enjoyable. Now that's a highway to a better work-life balance. Remember, you can contribute to this positive environment. Encourage open dialogue, celebrate team successes, and treat colleagues with kindness. Every little action matters. After all, a positive work environment is not just a destination, it's a journey. And it's a journey that leads straight to a healthier work-life balance. Tip number 12. Define your personal goals. This isn't just about meeting quarterly targets or advancing your career. It's about understanding what you want out of life, what makes you tick. Think about it. When you're sailing, you need a destination. A lighthouse to guide you. Personal goals are your lighthouse. They give you a sense of purpose, a direction. They help you prioritize your time, your energy. And no, it's not all about work. Maybe you want to write a novel, learn a new language, or run a marathon. Maybe you want to spend more time with your family, take up gardening, and travel the world. Whatever your goals are, they're a part of you. It's not just about juggling tasks. It's about making room for your dreams, your aspirations. So, take some time, reflect and define your personal goals. And remember, a balanced life is not just a well-planned life. It's a well-lived life. Tip number 13. Set realistic expectations. You might be thinking, I'm not a dreamer, I'm a doer. But here's the thing. It's not about curbing your ambitions or settling for less. It's about understanding your capacities, your resources, and your limitations. Imagine you're building a skyscraper. You wouldn't start on the 100th floor. You'd start at the base, one floor at a time, one brick at a time. Work-life balance is a lot like that. You can't achieve it overnight. You can't be a super worker and a super parent and a super friend all at once. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to take a break. So set expectations that challenge you, but don't overwhelm you. Understand that it's okay to say no sometimes. Remember, balance isn't about perfection. It's about harmony, it's about peace. So, let's set realistic expectations. Let's strive for progress, not perfection. Let's strive for balance, not burnout. Tip number 14. Limit distractions. In today's hyper-connected world, it feels like distractions are an inescapable part of life. But let's face it, distractions are like those annoying pop-up ads. Breaking your focus, slowing you down, and making simple tasks seem like epic quests. They eat into your time, sap your energy, and before you know it, your work-life balance is as topsy-turvy as a seesaw with an elephant on one end. But here's the good news, you can limit distractions. You can create a workspace that's as quiet and calm as a Zen garden. Put your phone on silent, close unnecessary tabs, use productivity tools and create a work schedule and stick to it. And remember, it's not just about work. When you're with family or pursuing a hobby, be fully present. Savor the moment. Let's banish those pesky distractions. Let's reclaim our focus, our productivity, our balance. After all, a balanced life is a focused life. Tip number 15. Regularly review and adjust. Now, I can hear some of you saying, wait, isn't setting up a work-life balance a one-time thing? Not quite. Imagine your work-life balance as a garden. You've planted the seeds, you've set up the fences. But do you just leave it at that? Nope. You regularly check on your plants, water them, prune them, and adjust the fences if needed. You adapt, you grow, you bloom. The same goes for your work-life balance. Life is ever-changing. New challenges arise, and new opportunities beckon. Your goals may shift, and your priorities might evolve. So, take some time every now and review. Is it still working for you? Are you meeting your goals? Are you happy? If not, adjust. Shift things around. Add something new. Remove something old. Remember, a balanced life isn't a static life. It's dynamic, it's flexible, it's adaptable. So, keep reviewing, keep adjusting, and keep balancing. And most importantly, keep living. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more.